Hey you guys, and welcome back to another year of the 12 Days of Christmas. Come on in. Thanks for joining me again. Today I'll be in the kitchen one more time sharing a crock pot recipe with you. You guys seem to really enjoy those, and the other day Benjamin Buttons and I were on an Instagram live cooking. By the way, some of you are having trouble finding my Instagram. It's the same as my name is here, the Millionaire House. At the Millionaire House. So anyway, we were over there cooking and someone asked about our Christmas Eve traditions. So I thought I'd share something that I've been doing ever since the children were born. My kids are still really young. While I'm talking, I'm going to go ahead and turn this on. Hopefully I'm not stepping out of the frame. We're going to talk about this in a minute. But since the kids were born, I have really just try to embrace enjoying Christmas Day with them. So I actually don't do a formal dinner. It's very informal. I make a lot of appetizer type dishes, but on Christmas Eve, I crock our breakfast overnight so that when we get up in the morning, I can focus on the kids and none of us are hungry. I actually don't eat eggs, and this recipe calls for eggs, but everyone else in the house loves it, so I'm going to share it with you today. I am having a glass of wine, and if you're watching in the morning, maybe you can grab a coffee or a tea, and I'll get this knocked out. So before I get started, I wanted to talk a little bit about this crock pot because I get a lot of questions every time I feature it, but first. I'm drinking a Pinot Grigio this afternoon. This is I want to say 9-quart, all-clad, all-in-one browning system. It was a gift from my husband, and he knows I'm like a crock pot fanatic just because it's such an easy way for me to prepare meals. And he got me this gift a few years ago. And there are mixed reviews online about this product. So just do your due diligence before you invest in a crock pot at this price point. Just make sure it's something that you want, because what a lot of the reviews were saying actually happened to me, which was some bubbling that took place within the insert. I am a consumer that reads all the directions before I start using a new product, so it wasn't user error, it was actually manufacturer default. Now they did send me another insert after a little back and forth, but the new one seems to be doing fine. So I just wanted to let you guys know that if you like this crock pot, and several of you have asked about it. I talked about it on Instagram. I wanted to share it with you here. So what I am going to do is show you how I use it. There are several different ways you can use it. You can brown in it, you can steam vegetables, you can cook rice. I usually only brown and slow cook in it, which I did not grab my apron, and I'm all mic'd up now, so I'm just gonna power through. So it's great for that because I don't have to use extra pots when I'm trying to knock out a meal. So right now it's preheating, and so for this recipe you're gonna need a dozen eggs, a cup of milk. I use about 10 pieces of sliced bacon. And I like the applewood bacon for this recipe. If you don't like pork, maybe you could try the turkey bacon. I can't imagine it would taste much different, but I use the applewood or hickory smoked bacon, and I also use a package of the Jimmy Dean maple sausage. You'll need an onion. I like to use green bell peppers. You may want to use red. I use salt, pepper, and dill, garlic, and I think I mentioned a cup of milk, but I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna give this a second to finish warming up, and then we will continue. Okay, the bell just dinged, which means it's warmed up. So the first thing I'm going to do is brown or cook the bacon and the sausage. So I've already chopped up the bacon. I use about 8 pieces, and get that going. I love doing this because you wake up and it smells so good in the house. And I can really just focus on the kids, which is really nice because they're so little. So on Christmas Eve, it never fails that I end up wrapping gifts. Every year I say it's not gonna happen this year, and it happens. So we usually go to church. Well, that's the day that the kids get all dressed up, and we go to a evening service, and then we come back home. And like I said, it's very casual. We hang out, watch Christmas movies, wrap presents. I always read the night before Christmas to the kids, and the twins are 8 now, and so they still let me do it. So, and then we go to bed, and it never fails that, you know, I'm up until like 2 o'clock in the morning. So this is very, very helpful. Once you get your bacon cooked, I like to leave my bacon grease in the pan here. Don't judge me. Just in this house, we feel like bacon makes everything taste better, but I know not everyone likes bacon. So, anyway, I cooked that, and then I'm going to cook the sausage. And then I'll take the bacon and sausage out, and I'm going to saute the onions next. So this is still cooking. So I will pause this video and let it work its magic, and I'll be right back. I'm back. The bacon is almost ready, so I'm actually going to slide it over a little and go ahead and add in the sausage with my kitchen scissors. I call them kitchen scissors because they're not supposed to leave the kitchen, and I kind of lose my mind when I see the kids trying to take them out of the kitchen. Any fellow germ freaks in the house? This one doesn't match, but I put the rest of the meat in here. It smells. The kids are going to come home and be like, "What is for dinner?" And I'm going to say, "Not this." This is for our YouTube friends and for breakfast for you guys in the morning. Saute some onions. I chopped up about 1 onion. I love the way onions smell when they're sauteing. And then once those get a little translucent, I will add the bell pepper and then some garlic. And then we're going to start making our layers. Oh, you know what? I forgot to tell you one of the most important ingredients. You need a package of the diced potatoes. Diced hash brown potatoes. Sorry guys, I haven't even had an entire glass of wine yet, and I'm already forgetting the recipe. Okay, so that is ready. And bell pepper. I didn't know how to cook when we first got married. I still technically feel like I don't know how to cook, but I do know how to use a crock pot. So I try to crock at least once a week. And because it just smells so good when the kids get home from school and everyone's tired, it's just an easy way for me to make a meal for the family and Lola sees some deer outside. And you know, be able to keep working and getting other things done. Okay. Some garlic. Use about 1 garlic clove or more if you like garlic. And then at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn off the browning. Turn on the slow cooker. Turning on the slow cooker, you're going to cook it on low for 6 to 8 hours. I'll put it on 8 to get that ready. Now I'm going to take this out because the hash browns need to go on the bottom of the crock pot. So, make myself some room here. One more sip of wine. In addition to the dashed hash brown potatoes, you are also going to need cheese. And this is why I don't do presentations this way, because I forget to share all of the information with you. So you'll need 8 slices of bacon cut and cooked. You'll need 1 package of maple sausage. You'll need a dozen eggs, 1 cup of milk, 1 onion, 1 bell pepper, 1 32-ounce bag of dashed hash brown potatoes, salt, pepper, and dill. And this time I think I got it all, and cheese, 2 cups of cheese. And now we're gonna layer, okay? So I'm just gonna use like half the bag. Cover the bottom of the crock pot. This crock is really wide, so the potatoes won't cover the entire bottom, but that's okay. Now, in the recipe, they tell you to spray the bottom with cooking spray, but this is a non-stick bottom, so I'm skipping that part. All right, next I'm gonna add some onions and bell pepper, garlic, all that yummy bacon grease. Spread that on top. Add some bacon and sausage. It smells so good. Okay. Actually, I'm going to put a little bit more bacon and sausage here in the middle. So you just kind of want to save half for the last part, because you're going to do 2 layers. And then some cheese, please. In the trash bag. I use the sharp cheddar, because we love sharp cheddar. Okay, cover that up. And I'm going to do it again. The next part of the cheese I'm going to wait to put on at the end. So what I'm going to do now, I've got my dozen eggs. I'm going to add a cup of milk, and then I'm going to add the salt and pepper and dill. And you know, guys, if you like more seasoning, go for it. I'm just giving you kind of a gauge for what I do. And in the comments, you know, sharing is caring. I don't know where my whisk is. This is not what I should be using to do this. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and stop. Found it. Okay, and I'm just going to pour this over the top. Got it. All right, and then the final part is the last layer of cheese. And when you wake up in the morning, it's gonna smell amazing and it's gonna taste even better. Okay, that's it. What I'll do is put this out for you. I'll show you what it looks like when it's done crocking in about 8 hours. And hopefully now you have a new idea that you can try to make life a little easier on Christmas morning. And we'll see you soon. And here is what it looks like when you wake up in the morning. All you have to do is serve and enjoy. Thanks for joining me again today. Until next time, I'm wishing you guys much love and peace. At the Mellion.